Hello everyone, we're going to continue the lawn renovation process of my lawn, and what I want to focus on today is this side patch here. And this has been one of the most difficult spots in my yard to bring the lawn back to life. I think the soil is not great, and you saw me add earlier in the season some products from Jonathan Green that would help with the soil. And I'm going to link to that playlist at the end of this video so you can follow along there. But also just a lot of weeds, and it's just been extremely difficult. It gets, the sun is not the best here either. So here's what we're going to do here to try to rectify the situation. So the first thing I did late yesterday was mow this extremely short. And I wanted to get as close as possible to the soil. You can see crabgrass that's in here too, that has been treated and in the process of dying. But the next thing I'm going to do right now, you're going to watch me use an aerator, because I've used a scarifier before. You saw me do that in a prior video. This time I want to test out using an aerator. I'm going to make multiple passes over with the aerator, and then after that, you're going to watch me apply the Jonathan Green Black Beauty Ultra here, and then I'm going to use the starter fertilizer from Jonathan Green. You'll watch me apply that, and then we're going to start our watering process, and hopefully this area can be transformed at least to a decent looking lawn. Improve this. If I can improve this at least 50%. It'll be great. I mean, look at all this. This is just not a great looking lawn. It's more, from a distance, it looks like it could be green from the street, but you're looking at this now. This is not acceptable, and this is what I'm going to try to change. Right, I'm finished, but that was not easy. That machine is really heavy, and when you're making the turns, that's where you really have to put some muscle into it. And this is a short run, tight turns, so that part's a challenge. So if you want to aerate, just remember that it's not as easy as you might think to maneuver. Let's take a look at this. You can see how much I went over it about 3 times. So I have a lot of holes here. I want the seed to kind of fall in there, and some of the other seed to, get stuck on the plugs and eventually settle in. So I'm trying to get as much seed to soil contact as I can. And it was just not easy in this area, so that's why I was aerating here. So next step is to apply the seed. We're going to do that now. All right, we're using like I said, the Jonathan Green Black Beauty Ultra. In this area, I've spoken a lot about this in a prior video about how this product was produced. It's taking a cross section of multiple seeds from around the world, where one version is helping with the greenery coming from Michigan, and then another one helping with moisture control or drought, or to be able to withstand drought, coming from halfway around the world. Again, I'll link to that video at the end so you can read and listen more about Black Beauty Ultra. But this is the seed we're going to be using. You need to check the bag and match it up to the type of spreader that you have, so that way you can see exactly what the setting needs to be. Now I am going to go heavy. I'm not playing around this time with this section of lawn I was talking about. I need germination. I'm going extremely heavy here, heavier than what's recommended on the bag, because I need this grass to take this time. Okay, now it started to rain. I need to get this down. We've got the Jonathan Green, Very Green Seeding and Sodding lawn food. It's their starter fertilizer. We're gonna get this thing into the feeder, into the spreader. And this, I'm absolutely following the directions based on the spreader here. I've got the deluxe Jonathan Green spreader setting 12 to 13. You've got all the other spreaders in here too, depending on what you use. We're gonna get this in here now and start putting down the fertilizer, because we've got rain just happening, and it makes sense to get this stuff down, let the rain take over. Okay, 2 weeks later now, and we've had a lot of rain. I watered when we weren't having rain, so we definitely got a lot of rain. Fertilizer worked great. I want to show you, the grass is coming up. This is one of the first times it's ever really worked for me. I've got weeds too that have come back, but I've got quite a bit of new grass growth. Let me show you what's happening here. All of these tufts here are all new grass. All of this green coming up, it's all new. Like I said, you can see some weeds in here. All this other stuff is all new grass, all new. You can even see here where it was pretty bare, and then we aerated, and all the seeds went into all the aeration holes. You see all these little groupings of grass seed where they filled all in there. So that's a great thing here. All of this new stuff, new growth. This is working and worked extremely well, so I'm happy with it. Again, not happy with the weeds. It's something I have to control on my own separately. But the grass really did come up in so many of these areas here. Even here too. All this is new growth. All these little clumps here where we aerated, new growth. Well, I'm definitely happy with that. And now the next time I seed, I'm going to do it in the spring. And this time, I'm not going to aerate. I want you to come back and watch the next one. I'm going to seed, and then I'm going to top dress with either topsoil or peat moss or something like that. And let's see what the difference is there, doing top dressing versus this aeration right before seeding. Appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to link to the Jonathan Green seed that I used, which came up pretty quickly. You're seeing this 2 weeks in, but I was seeing germination after, I can see grass growing after 5 or 6 days, which was amazing. And again, because I also used their starter fertilizer. I'll link to all of that down below in the description. Thanks for watching today, everyone, and hope to see you next time.